life with Bullhorn Betty. Anyways, we are, as many of you know, I'm cooking because I just did a show and I said I was cooking, and so I'm cooking. Should I use this? Tell which spoon I used. I'm gonna wash this one. And anyways, so I've got a mess of a kitchen right now, so I've gotta put dishes away. I've gotta finish up I'm making some pot pies. I'm making some pork tenderloin pot pies. Here, you guys are all corded up right at the moment. Hold on a second. Let me take all the cords. Take all the cords down. I hit the cord and knocked you guys over. Gotta love it. So I'm gonna be cleaning up the kitchen. I'm gonna finish up my food. I've got a mess. As you can see, I've got a complete utter mess over there, and I've got dishes in my sink. So that's what I'm going to be doing today as I'm waiting for my pie crust to thaw out. So we're doing real life with Bullhorn Betty today, guys. Hey! I thought we needed a little break on this channel. We've been covering Sebastian Rogers, so you guys are just going to hang out with me and watch me cook in my messy kitchen. Actually, I messed it up because I'm cooking. I can put some stuff away. And you guys missed it because I had all my cabinets open. My cabinets are a hot mess express. Look at that. I know where everything is. It's just a hot mess express. I have a lot of crap because I cook. Well, I haven't cooked much lately. But I cook. I don't want to hear anything from you guys. I cook every now and again. So this is what... So I'm using a base on this. I'm going to bring you guys over and let you guys see what I'm doing over here. So there is the final product. And so what this is this is actually, I cubed some beef tenderloin. That's not beef. Did I say beef tenderloin? Pork tenderloin. So that's pork. That's not beef. And so I've got pork in here. I got pork in here, but I have a beef base. So, and I didn't use a beef broth. I actually used this stuff right here. Oops, I just realized the cap's open. It's not good. It's a good way for me to drop it. All right, I'll fix it. So this is what I used. That, better than bouillon. And I used this because it didn't get dark enough. I didn't like the darkening. So I used that to darken up the sauce. I only use a very little bit of this just to darken up the sauce. So that's kind of, that's kind of what we do. So that's where I'm at right now. So, oh, I guess I could turn you guys instead of looking at my, there we go. Hey, I figured since everybody likes to see what I do all day, this is not normally what I do all day. To be honest with you, I study and research most of the day. I haven't cooked in a while. My neighbor's been, as you know, I've been eating Chinese food and everything like that. My neighbor has been such a blessing to bring me over food, lots and lots of food, more than I can ever eat. So I figured today would be a good day for me to give back. So I'm making pot pies, and I have these things right here. I don't know where I got them. I had to have gotten them from like a Goodwill or maybe I got 4 of these, and maybe I got them from a Goodwill or I got them from a garage sale. I definitely didn't buy these new. I don't remember buying these new, but I did get them somewhere. I love these things. If you guys know anything about me, I make an amazing French onion soup. I don't know how many people like French onions. Some people don't like onions, so they would naturally hate French onion soup. But I got these little things because I make French onion soup. And these are so perfect to make like a massive pot pie. So I'm in the process of making the pot pie filling. And so I got this. I was going to make a pie crust, but I had a pie crust, you know. So it's like, it's going to get freezer burn if I don't use it. So I decided to go ahead and use the pie crust. I've got extra flour around here if I need it. I figured it would be a nice, and I got to tell you, I tried the meat. The meat is like just as tender. That's why I use a tenderloin. Pork tenderloin's a little bit cheaper to buy than, say, beef tenderloin. Actually, let me clean up my mess. I thought I was going to need an extra onion and an extra potato, but I didn't need to. I only needed, I had 3 potatoes. I got 3 potatoes, I think 2 small carrots, 1 large stalk of celery. And now I'm just going to make the sauce. So I'm just using corn. I've already got it seasoned just fine. I got it over seasoned so it will adjust for the cornstarch. And I just make a roux and then I pour it in and let it do its thing, which reminds me to pull this up a little bit. And I'll just let it cook there for a little bit. That's all I do. Yay me! And then I'm gonna leave it on the stove for probably, I don't know, another hour or so. And then by that time, hopefully my my pie crust is thawed out. And just to let you guys know, pie crusts are so easy to make. You really don't need to buy a pie crust. I buy a pie crust because I'm lazy and I don't feel like messing my kitchen up because I hate cleaning. I absolutely hate cleaning it, so I don't do shit around here. Alright, here we go. Stuff. Oh yeah, that's gotta be a nice gravy. You can already see it's kind of thicken up a little more. I gotta watch this. Bring this over here. See, it's already thickening up. You can see kind of how thick it's already starting to get. And as it cooks, it's just gonna get thicker. So that's gonna be it. That's the mix. And then those are gonna be plated. That's gonna be plated. And have a pie crust over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down. I don't think I need to keep it on for. Oops, that's my messy cords. That's my charging station. For one little girl, I got a whole bunch of shit. I can tell you that. For one little girl, I got like 3 different coffee makers. I got 3 refrigerators. I'm not lying. I got this refrigerator right here. I got one back there, and I got one out there. I got a shower. I got an outside shower. Like. If a homeless person wanted to come here, they'd have a free shower, and I'm sure there's got to be some type of booze out there. I haven't been out in that refrigerator. That would be kind of interesting. I wonder if we should go out there. I'm terrified to go alone. I don't want to see what's in that refrigerator. I haven't opened it. I'm scared if I open it, it's going to like fall apart. That looks so freaking good. It doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But I love these things. I'm going to fill these things up. I actually have, you know what I was also thinking? Is I have these. I have these and I was thinking that, you know, this would actually be good too. Like thaw out like 2 of the biscuits and then make the topping with it. Instead of the pie crust, I think I'm gonna try frozen biscuits or even canned biscuits. You know, probably be, I don't have canned biscuits around here, but I like these frozen ones. But maybe the next time I do it, I'll get some canned biscuits and put over this instead of pie crust because it'll be a little fluffier at the top. So. I know I have a habit. Well, I was sitting there with the premiere and I was like, literally, I felt so bad because I was watching the chat, but I had gloves on. I was cutting meat. And so I couldn't chat with anybody for like, I don't know. It took me, I don't know. It felt like 20 minutes, but it was probably only like 3 or 4 minutes, right? And the chat's just moving and I'm reading everything and I'm stuck in gloves and a knife and meat and I'm just like, you know, I can't do it. And this is one other thing. And you probably... I don't use gloves because of sanitary purposes. I wash my hands, and I cook for myself and my neighbors. So, I mean, if I got my hands in the meat, you know, I don't work for a restaurant. But the reason why I wear gloves, I wear these type gloves, is because I'm a stickler for stuff getting up under my... I hate meat under my nails. I hate meat under my nails because I have a habit of constantly touching my face. It's just a tick that I have. And I can't stand meat under my nails because, you know, especially my nose. My nose always, you know, twitches. And so it bothers me. So I'm a major thing. That's why I don't ever wear fake nails. Like I'll have my toes done, but I'll never wear fake nails because I think I don't even want to think of the germ. I'm not a germaphobe. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not any of these things. It's just when it comes to my fingers and under my nails, I don't know what it is. It's just a thing for me. It's just a thing for me. So if I'm, you know, not all the meat will I wear gloves for because I use tongs or something like if I'm throwing steaks on the grill. But I don't like the meat or anything under my nails. That's why I wear gloves. It's not because of any other purpose than the fact that I don't want meat under my nails. So, and I have to wear, like when I do like a meatloaf, I have to wear like 3 sets of gloves because they get all gooey and stuff. And so I got to strip them off. And I don't like stripping them off and having to get another pair of gloves. So when I do meatloaf, I look like a freaking doctor ready to go to surgery. It's like, I'm going in. Once I go in, there's no coming back until I got it back to... Oh, I do too with meatloaf. Yeah. I can't stand that crap up under my skin. Ugh. It creeps me out. It makes me feel unsanitary. It makes me feel like, in a few moments I'm going to grow like aliens are going to start growing out of my fingers. So I figured while I was cooking, I wanted to hang out. And not only that, with all the chaos and craziness with this case, I need a break from it. I wanted to unplug. I didn't want, I've been reading emails. I've been reading emails since like 5 o'clock this morning. And they're good emails. Thank you guys for sending them. I always love hearing from my audience. I like hearing about your lives, and it's my little escape. It's my little escape when I get to read the emails, because I'm always in Google and everything else searching, and in Facebook and on social media, just seeing what everybody's saying. Katie and Chris locked their channels down for whatever reason. And I really do believe it's because they got a lawyer's advice. I do believe that, because I know for a fact that we had messages, we had people watching, and they saw attorneys going in and out of their house for like a solid week. I lost track after a week, so I don't know if it persisted after that, but they definitely had an attorney inside their home after Sebastian disappeared. And some people are saying it's about, faith and all this other stuff. And I'm not sure that that's accurate, because I don't know of divorce or custody attorneys that typically go to your home. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Now, when you don't want to go to a criminal defense attorney's office, or have the stigma of somebody seeing you pulling in that parking lot, especially when everybody's eyeballing you, you would most likely be met at your home by a criminal defense attorney. I'm just saying. I've seen accident attorneys go to their patient or go to their clients. I've seen criminal attorneys go to their client. But it's very rare I ever see a divorce attorney go to their client, because it's crazy. But when I went to, there was an attorney, his name was Mark Lipinski. He's no longer with us anymore. He actually, I think he had a stroke. He had a couple strokes, or maybe he finally had a heart attack. I can't remember. He was one of the best, like literally the best in this county for criminal defense. And his main concern wasn't the drug dealers. It wasn't the murderers. It wasn't those people. His biggest concern was his divorce clients and their spouses. That was by far his absolute biggest concern. We heard about that. Remember, what was it? It was like, last year, where the doctor, well, I guess it wasn't a divorcee. That was a business thing. I was going to say the doctor went and it was a business thing. It was related to, it was a plastic surgeon that felt like his reputation was being ruined by his office. And so he was suing and yada, yada, yada. And next thing you know, oh yeah, this is really thick now. Oh, this is exactly what you want it to look like right here. I'll clean up the kitchen once we're done. That is thick. Look at that. That's almost like a beef stew. Pork stew. It's nice and thick. It needs to thicken up just a tad bit more. So I'm just going to keep it on here for a while. I think I might just spin it up just a little bit. And just needs to thicken just Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it back on low because I'm going to be here for a while. Still got, I keep forgetting the reason why I'm cooking it on low is because I've got a pie crust that needs to thaw out so I can plate it. I can also put it, once it's done, I can just put it in here until it's ready. It can marry in the dish. So I'm hungry now. Guys, you should know better. We talk about like candy, ice cream, lattes. I got to find a sugar-free syrup. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just realized my salted caramel. Look at that. 100 calories. Well, at least it's for 2 tablespoons. But I'm drinking 100 calories like 4 times a day. My intake is literally 400 to 500 calories just on lattes. But you know what? That's better than Starbucks. My lattes from Starbucks, I don't know what it is, but one latte with Starbucks is like 580 calories. So I'm getting by pretty good with 100 calories in my lattes, you know. I have to be honest with you. I'm all right. Oh my God, much sugar in it. That is a lot of sugar. Let me see what the ingredients are. The very first ingredient in here is pure cane sugar, but at least that's better than high fructose corn syrup. So at least it's a better sugar. That's nice. Actually, I like that a little bit better, knowing that it's pure cane sugar. It's got water, salt, natural flavor, citric acid, and then it has the preservatives in it. I hate preservatives. So we have potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate. I can't even pronounce that. Which preserves freshness. And then, of course, a caramel color is added. I could do without the caramel color. I don't think, you know what? I think in today's society, I think if they made it a salted caramel that was clear, you know, or a different, I don't think in today's society we would balk at it. I'd rather have less crap in my stuff. Like, why would you add an extra additive like coloring? I don't need coloring. I'm not really big on colors. I really could care less. If that stuff was pink and said salted caramel, I'd still buy it if it tasted like salted caramel. Oh, that's where I go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx because they're this bottle here cost me $7.49. That bottle on the counter cost me $12. Because I bought one from Walmart and one from TJ Maxx. So, I mean, it's a $5 difference just on the syrups alone. But you're kind of beholden to the syrups there. But yeah, I did get the I grabbed the sugar-free salted, I'll be honest with you guys. I saw the sugar-free salted caramel. And I was thinking, well, I only drink 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day. You know, what would the calories hurt? Well, we should know Betty by now that she loves coffee, and those 1 to 2 cups a day started turning into 3 and 4 cups, and then started turning into, 5 cups, and then next thing you know, I'm up until midnight at night and waking up at 4 a.m. It's been a treat. It's been a treat. Oh, come on, pie crust. Really? Right in the middle, too? I will break you. Break you like a bad habit. Get open! Why do they smush it together right there? Ah! All right, I'm ruining the pie crust, guys. I'm going in. Wants to fight me. Pie crust 0. Bullhorn Betty 1. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the pie crust is now officially opened. Getting close, guys. We're getting close. We're getting close. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. I figured if I'm stuck here at the house and somebody else is stuck here at the house, we might as well be stuck here at the house together. Actually, now I've got wheels. I'm not really technically stuck at the house, but I don't see any place to go except to Tennessee. And I'm not ready to go to Tennessee yet, so I'm stuck at the house. We go when we need. All right. We got the pie crust. Pie crust is opened. and drying. I'm having to pat dry it because it's frozen. And then of course we have some flour we'll put on it just to help a little bit with that. And there we have it. We're going to be plating some food here in a little bit. Is my mods in here? Mods, I know you guys have lives. If you guys can hang around, I love seeing you guys. I do. I'm making a mess right now, and I'm doing it publicly. My whole kitchen is a mess. I was actually going to clean the kitchen while I worked, but then I decided, you know what would even be better? If I went live instead of clean the kitchen. I'm not a procrastinator at all. Nope. When it comes to housework, I get right on it every single time. You know, I tell you guys, I don't lie to you at all. And I got to tell you, that's probably one of the biggest lies I could ever tell you. Bullhorn Betty lies to you folks, okay? Get used to it. But I told you I live a boring life. That is one thing that is true. I don't know why people are acting like I live this spontaneous, crazy life. I really don't. I go out and do certain work, but, you know, for the most part, I'm pretty normal. I stay home and take care of the house. I have good days. I got bad days, just like the next person, except I have the luxury of when I have the bad days, nobody knows about it because I'll just duck away for a day, right? And then I'll come back, oh yeah, I had the best day yesterday, because I don't lie to you guys. I can tell you all those smiles during our Mission Black Beauty. I got to tell you, a lot of those smiles on here, a lot of that fun and creativity on here. I was faking it until I'm making it. I promise you, yep, I lied to you. I thought I'd let you know. I felt that I needed to cleanse my soul today. I lied to you guys. I told you everything was great. It wasn't great. I also told you guys I felt like something was going to be a blessing at the end of this. Now, we did get a blessing at the end of this. Black Beauty is actually back on the road, but she caused. Yep. Okay, let's get these down. Can I get this cut? So this is what I do. I take these things and I turn them upside down. That's all I do. I could probably do a third one. You know what? Actually, let me set these up so I can do a third one, as a matter of fact. Okay, we want a lip. We got a lip there. We have enough of a lip over here. I think we have enough of a lip over here, too. Oh, I think I might be able to get my third one. Hold on, guys. I'm working it. Let's see if I can get the third one in. Let's see if I got enough for a third. Because I know I have enough. All right, let's see what we got here. I need to roll it out. I'll have enough. So what if you guys want to see what I'm doing? What I'm doing is I'm working with my pots here. I'm working with my pots here, trying to line them up so I can cut the tops out. And so what it's doing is I got it, I just don't got it. Like one's gonna be a little, so I think I might just do two and roll one out. That's what I'll do. Now I gotta remember which ones. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This one, okay, that. So it's these two. So I'm just going to cut these out, and I just use a paring knife. Just something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, because I don't do anything perfect. I don't try to be perfect. But we try to make sure it's at least good. You can make it perfect when you... There we go. We'll read that. Over here like this. Cut around like this. And like this. Here we go. Not perfect. See? They're not perfect. But they'll work. crap. I gotta get a egg wash. Got my egg. I forgot my egg. See? Not perfect. Doesn't need to be perfect because it's going to be squinched up at the tops anyways. But one thing I always do is you got to put something in the middle of it. You got to let it breathe. So, let's get our creativity. What do we want to do? I usually do a diamond. Do we want a heart? Do we want a diamond? Let's do a heart. Why not do a heart? Hearts will be cute. We'll put a little heart on here. Maybe I'll do a diamond for Glenn. I don't want to give him a big old heart on his. I don't want to get I don't want to give my neighborhood my neighbor a heart attack. All right. See, we got a heart. See, we got a heart. So we'll do this little number right there to make it look all pretty and stuff. Aw, we'll do it upside down. Look at that. Who knew Betty could be so creative? Aww. Aww. So cute. He might get the wrong. He's getting diamonds. Oops. Don't be messing with my heart now. There we go. He's getting a diamond. Let's give him a diamond. Because or maybe I should, I wish I could do a star. If I could do a star, I would do a star. Because I just don't do a star very well. Stay. All right, here we go. Diamond. See? Not the best, but hey, it works. It works. All right. So now we got that. That's where my husband removed the wall. That's one of his freaking projects right there. One of his projects he never finished. I'm a drywaller. I've got to finish it. I don't want to finish it. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. And you should see behind my toilet too. Another project that was never done. I've been divorced from him for, I don't know, two solid years now. I still wake up with him every time I walk into this kitchen. You would think I'd be ready right now to erase him, but I just haven't gotten it in me yet. So, FYI. FYI. Oh. Alright. Now's the time, guys. Now's the time. Oh, this mess. Hold on, let me clean up the mess. I gotta clean up this stuff. I can't stand a messy kitchen. My kitchen's always cluttered because it's so much shit. And I have no storage space, but I can't stand a mess. I need an egg. Not quite yet. We're almost going in. There we go. Egg, egg, egg. How are we doing? Oh, that sauce is good. All right. Let me stop it. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going in, guys. We're going in. Cast irons. There we go. I think that's it. All right, cast irons are out. One is plated. Now, if you really want to clean it up, so this is what it looks like. Right, like that. See? Put you down a little bit. You guys see that? And if you really want to clean it up, you just take your little knife, just go around the edges and try to aim down. And you just come around and you just shave it. That's all you have to do. And you clean it up and make it a nice, beautiful edge. One is done. And these bowls, they can absolutely hold a lot of stuff because I'm going to show you this bowl in just a second. It's almost empty. Sorry. Sorry! I don't know if you guys can see this. So I'm just squinching it. Okay. There you guys have it. There it is. Now we're going to put a little egg wash on it. Wait for it to get in the oven. That's going to give it a nice, shiny, guess you guys could have watched me. All right, there you have it, guys. There is a pork tenderloin pot pie made from Bullhorn Betty from scratch. Cut the meat and all. Cut it, chunked it down, cut the vegetables, made the roux, made the sauce. The only thing that I didn't make was the pie crust. Maybe I'll do a pie crust on here next. I don't know. This is not the Bullhorn Betty cooking show. This is just me not feeling like talking about a case for a minute. I wonder if I could do that with my apple filling. Yeah. Yeah. But don't forget the power of biscuits. Those canned biscuits. You guys know I don't like fake biscuits. I can't stand some fake biscuits, y'all. And I call those fake biscuits. Okay, I don't know why I call them fake biscuits, but I do call them fake biscuits. And it's because they're loaded with preservatives. They're not, I don't know. They're made with dough, of course, but you know, any kind of packaged food has to have a stabilizer in it and a fresher, you know, something to keep it fresh. Catching the first flight out. What time is dinner? Well, it's gonna be kind of like a supper, I guess. It's gonna be early. I do, because I go to bed. Well, here lately I haven't been going to bed as early as I once did go to bed. You know, I was going to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. I don't go to bed at 8 o'clock at night anymore. I go to bed kind of whenever I can go to sleep. And so we eat. I'm still on the. When I make food, I make it early because my neighbor, he's an older guy. So he eats a little early. I think he eats all day long. I don't think it really matters what time I bring him food over. He's just happy to get some food. Just like me. When there's some days I sit here and I work and I forget all about food. If it's not for Glenn knocking on the door and making sure I have something to eat, like seriously, I would literally go a whole day without eating. Like that one day, what was it, Betty? Yeah, it was you. It was that day? That day that I got that coffee and stuff. I tell you what, that was all the food I had that day. I forgot to eat the rest of the day. It was like 9:30 and I'm like, I forgot to eat. And I was about to get up and go get something to eat, and had not been for your food, I would have gotten up and gotten something to eat. So, oh, thank you, big boy. I thought you reserved my $19.99 for my pigtails. I haven't had pigtails. Or my braids. I haven't put braids in a while. You got me in a hot damn mess today. I have no makeup on. I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. I brushed my hair. That's as much as you guys got today. It's been raining outside. I can't go outside. I can't do anything outdoors. So I was sick of I just needed a break from Sebastian Rogers just for a little bit, you know, because it's a rough case. We're breaking stuff down, you know. Obviously, I'm emotionally involved in this case, you know. It's just it grabbed me, you know. And so now that the reality of what I was feeling this whole time is like literally starting to take shape, you know, it's, even though we break down, this is never the outcome. This is never the outcome that I ever want for a case. You know, I don't want to find these things. But it's crazy because I know which cases I'm going to find these things on, you know. I do. It's because the cases don't make sense, and when they don't make sense, I tune right in. I'm like, you know, and it starts perking my curiosity. It's like, wait, whoa, and the next thing you know, and of course, once I start tuning in, then I start digging. When I start digging, then it's all over with the crime. We're covering the case. You know, I've already picked up the computer. I'm like literally, you know, now preparing a file folder for it. Next thing you know, I'm starting to collect, you know, information on it. It's just, and that's kind of how Sebastian Rogers' case was. I honestly thought this was going to be a quick case. I didn't expect it to turn into the case that it has turned into, but I was awfully sus of the parents right out the gate because of the way the mom was acting. You know, she, to me, was not acting like a grieving mother. And people keep always saying that, you know, people grieve differently, and I agree that people do grieve differently. The bottom line is she was not grieving at all. In order for people to grieve differently, they actually have to grieve. I have not seen this woman grieve. I have not seen this woman realize or at least acknowledge that her son is gone. Most likely will never come back again, and she is not in a freaking mess, just like Summer Wells' mother. Just like Summer Wells' mother. Sorry, I started smelling something. I wanted to make sure that was off. So if Summer Wells' mom is acting like this, and Katie's acting like this, you know, Dawn is acting like, or Chris is acting like Dawn. I mean, you know, that is another case we believe that the parents weren't. Actually, I don't believe it. I'm right there with the Wells, where I'm like, 95% sure law enforcement can prove the case against them with what they have currently. I'm like, I really believe that they're like 95% there if they're not ready, almost ready. I don't know what's taking them so long, but after Don did his interview with that channel, it made me realize that law enforcement is still, to this day, 3 years later, pressuring them, even when they're not pressuring them. Like he says he hasn't talked to them in a little minute, right? He hasn't talked to them, I can't remember what he said. He hasn't talked to them in a year, I think is what he said. A year? Which to me is a little surprising because, you know, as a parent of any missing child, I've always learned from them specifically that they call religiously. Like their detectives, they even say that they believe that they've annoyed the detectives, All right, guys, they're in. Ooh. Let me do 20. I don't know. Let me do cook time, maybe 15 minutes. Not cook time. Timer. Let's do 15 minutes, see where that is in 15 minutes. I need to eat something. I'm starving. And they'll still need to sit. They'll still need to cool for another 20 minutes before I can even serve them. Because it'll be too hot and I can't even carry them. Because they're the blackberry jam, baby. Some non-seeded blackberry jam. I got this stuff from Cracker Barrel. And apparently we got some ladies in the chat that make jams. I love nothing more. Like I would rather give my money to the ladies in the chat than I would Cracker Barrel, honestly. Because there's nothing better than a good jam, a good fresh jam. Hey guys. Oh, I see all Fig in here. I didn't even say hi to you guys. Let me go back up here. We know Big Boy's in the house. B Betty fan. Oh, Rusty. Pie Art. Love you, baby. Pie Art. So, I still got a little bit of dough left. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't have enough filling to do another pot pie. My pot pies, just like my stews, are very hearty and very thick. This one I didn't thicken it up as much because it's going to be a pot pie. It needs to be somewhat liquidy. Fig, Christy, it's nice to see you guys. Thank you for watching me cooking stuff my face. Oh, I see Southern in the house too. Hey Southern, it's nice to see you, love bug. Miss Moore, great to see you. We're just taking a break. We never take a break, guys. You know, it's always true crime all the time. We never take a break. We never take downtime. We never just do anything different. So I don't mind talking a little bit about true crime, but that's not what the purpose of this live is. It's just like the thumbnail says, life. This is life. Life is dirty. Life is messy. Life isn't perfect. My house ain't perfect. My life ain't perfect. I'm just like everybody else. I put my pants on one leg at a time, y'all. Imagine that. Guess what? Guess what color my blood is? It's red. Sometimes I think we forget that about each other, you know? I think a lot of people out here forget that we're all the same. We're all unique. But we're all on this same planet, doing the same time, having the same amount of 24 hours that each other have. We might look a little different. We might have a little bit of a different opinion. We might think differently. We might act differently. We might talk differently. But at the end of the day, we are all here. We all are human beings. And at the end of the day, I think everybody, we have at least a basis of unity. Oh, thank you, Lulu's Nana. God bless you. And I think that we need to remember We're only here on this earth for a short amount of time. We're only here for a dash, you know? We're only here for a dash. I used to squander my dash. I used to squander my dash. I used to not value that dash, you know? I never valued the dash. I, had an experience in my life where I almost lost my life. Period. Multiple times. But there was one that was a little more serious than others. And, that dash meant something. Was I perfect right after that happened? No, I wasn't. But I knew I wanted to be. I didn't want the life anymore. I didn't want to be abused anymore. I didn't want to, be putting booze and drugs down my body anymore. I wanted something different. I now value that dash. And then I come here, to social media, and then I see a lot of people that don't value other people's dashes. And it's like we all have a dash to fill, You fill yours your way, and I'll fill mine my way. And we're okay with that. And I think we need to get back to that. I really do. I think people have just gotten so nasty and so toxic. And I think it's, in part because our society allowed it. Our society has allowed it for so long because of a hate of a particular person that happened to be in office. I get it. Hate does a lot of things. Hate and anger changes people. And when people are able to engage in that hate and it's okay, they will take it just like anything else. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. It's not okay to treat people like this. It's not okay to behave like this, whether you're known or unknown. It's not okay. People need to be kinder to other folks. We all need to get along on this earth. We can't constantly be at war with every single person. And I feel like that's what's designed of these streets, is they're making it designed that way so they can pin people against each other and build, I don't want to build channels like that, pinning you guys against somebody else. I'd like you guys coming here because you like watching me. Even stupid shit like this. Right? I'm eating a freaking piece of bread making freaking pot pies. Who would think that would entertain 142 people? I'm sorry, but who would? So, there you have it. That bread was really good. And so was the... I can't go. And so was the jelly, guys. I might as well make other people money while I'm on here too, right? So that's the jam. This jam, like you see it. Like, I ain't playing. It ain't no joke up in here. You guys know when I bought this. I just bought this like, what, a week ago? You guys know it ain't no joke. Look at that. Don't tell anybody, okay? If you tell anybody, I'm denying it. I'm lying to them. Don't tell nobody. I won't be able to walk out of the house. I'll feel like the Proudfoots. I'll feel like everybody's looking at me. I wouldn't want that to happen. I might start screaming HIPAA, security, and harassment. I don't know. Is Chris around? Holy crap, I'm starting to feel the EBGs. I feel like that's about to come. I feel like I'm about to call privacy. HIPAA. HIPAA Chris. Hypocrite Chris, hypocrite. Sonia, I got your new shirt that'll piss the world off. We got your new shirt design. That was a Hot Mess Express. I can't believe they did that to her. That was bullshit. Nah, anyways. You know, I just realized, I bet you I could probably almost make a hot, like one of those pasties, those pastry things, those pastry things, you know, like the stuff you get in the store that has the fruit filling. Like, I got this just the right size. I bet you I could sliver it right here and put some stuff in it and bake it. Look at that. It'd be one of those little toasters. I bet you that's how you make the little toasters. I don't don't know, guys. If I sit here and play with this dough any longer, I'm going to be coming up with like 1,000 different recipes. And this, you think it's messy in here from making this? You should see it when I'm using flour. It looks like like it started snowing in here. Like, I don't know how it gets where it goes, but I feel like it's sprinkling down on me the rest of the time I'm cooking. Like, I feel like I take this thing and I just go boom, and it just goes poof. But it takes like an hour just to get all the way down, because even when I wipe my counters and stuff off and my chairs, like I wipe my chairs down, my butts of these chairs go under the table. And I'll still see flour all over. Like it's a plume of flour in here when I do flour work. I prefer, something I can unfreeze, but that's not the healthiest, because we just read the back of the box and there's preservatives in here, okay? The chemicals. You guys, this is why I don't like buying stuff. You want to know why? I'm adamant about using real butter, real sugar, not this processed crap. It's because all that crap that's processed has to have preservatives and other chemicals in it. And what does that do to your liver and your kidneys? Okay? Now, I'm not a size 2 by any stretch of the imagination, but I still know how to take care of myself, whether I do it or not. I do eat a bag of candy, 2 bags of candy, and a tub of freaking ice cream once a month. It lasts me for about like 3 days, right? So I have a sugar intake. I'm just telling you. But what is causing America to get fat? It's the preservatives and the chemicals, because you are literally spending your entire time with your kidneys and your liver pumping out all the chemicals in your food before they even get to processing your food. So if you can limit how much chemicals you're introducing in your body will be functioning and processing the food and filtering the food as it's supposed to do. But it will attack the chemicals, the foreign stuff in your body first. So I'm about to make coconut I don't know what those are. You're going to have to send me a recipe. We're all making each other hungry because I started cooking. And I'll never do a cooking class because I know how to cook, but I don't know how to teach cooking, okay? Like my cousin, he's a chef. Like he went to the Cordon Bleu, right? I love my cousin Mike. Don't get me wrong. I love Mike. But he did go to the most bougie freaking cooking school and literally traveled all over the country for his courses. Like he had to go be taught French cooking in France. Like he's a very worldly guy, even now. He's the one I talk about that does the mega yachts. He's the chef on the mega yachts. And he wines and dines princes and, not even just celebrities. I mean, he has people we've never even heard of. They're just ultra, ultra wealthy people that are just not talked about. Some of these people I've never heard about in my life, but when you go and look them up, like their net worth is like $15 billion. That's like, holy crap, And so he was on the ships. He really loves, because he's a water guy, he went, I don't remember, he had something going on with him, and then he ended up going, my aunt and uncle sold everything. They wanted to live on the water. That was their dream, is to get a huge sailboat and travel the world. And so, they had recently retired. They had the time, they decided to work as traveling practitioners, and they had this whole traveling network. It was really cool. I didn't know any of this, It's just really amazing how there's certain things going on out there. So they could literally go like, with people's PTO time or whenever they just need extra, medical help or something like that. They'll have that, and they'll go into an area for like 3 to 6 months and just have like a contract position. It's really cool how they did it. And so they were able to still work and stuff like that. But when they got on the boat, they were on the boat for 2 solid years. And that was quite the experience. I can't imagine, but they went all over, and they took my cousin to the Caribbean, and it bit him. And I remember he never left. He did not come back with him. And then he got into an outfit down there with he was working at probably some, restaurant, and somebody had said, come on the yacht. And so he ended up going on the yacht, and he's worked for different yacht owners that do these types of trips and stuff like that. But he's been on yachts now for years, and some of those tips, good God gracious, guys. One time he told me he got like a $15,000 tip. A $15,000 tip from the person that was on the boat. I'm like, that's insane. Okay, I think we need to go to a little bit more time. Turn the light on and see how we're doing here. We need a little bit more. Looks like maybe another 2 minutes. They're browning on the top, but they look like they're almost done. Justice for Summer. Aw, thank you, Mimi. Summer Moon Wells, 3 years tomorrow. Yeah, I've got that video. I started that documentary, and then I had to go, and I'm supposed to get back out there to refilm because I'm at a stopping point, and it's like I went out there and filmed with Olivia, and I didn't check. It was a stupid, like, I don't know, just a stupid mistake that you don't do. Like, something you do when you're young and new in the business. Like, it was just stupid. I recorded myself. I had the angle I wanted to. I was coming down the road, and I was walking up to the camera and talking as I'm walking up to the camera. And of course, I have to have it this way because I'm doing the documentary that's going to be played on your TV. And so I didn't realize when I came up to the camera, I was too close to the camera. And here's the rookie mistake I made. I didn't check my shots before I left. Like, you don't leave your location until you check your footage. It's like a rookie mistake, and I didn't check my footage. I knew, like, I hit everything. I didn't stutter. The walk was right. I knew I did everything perfectly. I didn't even think about the stupid camera. And of course, when I get back here, my face was too close. I didn't like it. So it has to be all retaken again. And so that's why my whole entire documentary came to a screeching halt, is because those were the things that I needed for the beginning to build more sections. Like, I'm still working on sections. It's just I can't piece it together because I'm missing what I need to have. So it's not going to flow well. Let's see. All right, guys, we still have a few more minutes. Let me put it in there for... Okay. I think after this 3 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and pull them out no matter what color the tops are and just let them rest. I don't want to move. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. But they look good. I just like them a little bit browner. So I'm going to keep them in there just a little bit longer. Yeah, I watched you. You're doing... Yeah, thank you. It was definitely it's definitely a project piece. It's one that I wanted to kind of do by myself because I've never undertaken a project like this, and it's not for profit. I mean, we'll throw it on YouTube and whatever ad revenue it generates. So that that's one thing, but I'm not selling it or anything like that to anybody, nor am I pitching it. But it's just a project that I truly just wanted to do to see if I had what it took to do it. That really is one of the things. I think it'll be there's nobody that's going to be able to tell this story like me and Olivia, because we were there at ground level from the beginning of this case. Well, not the beginning, about 6 months into the case, we were at ground level. But we were ones that were able to meet with law enforcement. We met with the state attorney's office. We were working really hard. It would have been a great thing, but you know what? It's the jealousy here on this platform was disgusting, and so everybody tried to ruin it. And so from us being able to do that again, it's taken us a long time to get the the respect of law enforcement again, to be able to talk to them. They will talk to me. I've been able to get a few law enforcement to talk to me, but definitely not on the record like we used to have. Like, we used to be able to go into Moab Police Department and walk in there with cameras, and they would talk with us, And so that's stuff that, that you guys, that these hate channels has taken away from you, because they would never have the balls to do stuff that I do. And so the people that support those channels, if you're here wanting to watch the stuff we're doing and they're trying to destroy everything that we're doing, you're giving them the ability to do that. We're out here really trying to work. I mean, it's not just me. I mean, there's several people, whether I care for their personality or not, there's several people out that do the work that the type of work that I do. I'm not by myself. But still, I just think the hate just it's got to go. And all it is jealousy. I mean, if you listen to them, they're all women. They're all women sitting at home in somewhere that won't even show their face. Like, how ugly do you have to be not to even show your face? Like, everybody knows who you are. It means that you're unkept. Like, even when I'm unkept, like right now, I've taken a shower, brushed my teeth. I'm kept, but I don't look. I'm not dolled up, But I don't care. I'm not giving you guys an emoji to look at. I'd rather you guys look at my hot mess kitchen than make you guys look at not show you no respect. Oh, that one kind of boiled over. That kind of sucks a little bit, but these are good. These are good. These are good. Oh. Mine looks better than his, but he's not picky. That's mine. That's his. His boiled over. Maybe I put a little too much on his. Oh well, he'll enjoy it. He'll enjoy it. But that's that. There it is. Yeah, just to let you know, you can see the ceiling I did. Just FYI. Just FYI. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Hold on, let's switch this around. Just thought I'd throw that out there. My work compared to my ex-husband's. I do amazing drywall work. And if you're a drywaller, you know the drywall trade. I like 5 and 10 minute mud. Okay, that's if I'm doing repairs, I like 5 and 10 minute mud. 5 and 10 minute mud's hard to use. Period. You got to get that stuff slapped up on the wall and know what the hell you're doing to use a 5 or 10 minute mud. 10 minute mud, if I have a larger thing, but I like 5 minute mud. Even if I know I may just get it a little bit more liquidy to last it if I don't know if it's gonna work, but I when I mix, because I use powder drywall, so I mix my own mud. I have all the stuff to do that, but I just usually have a little pan and I just mix it right up in the pan. I know what consistency it needs to be, but that's me. Jackie of all trade. You did a great job installing fan. Yep. Hey, how cool. What do you call those? They're like mini fruit cobblers. Oh yeah, these. Well, no, nothing's in it now. It's just the extra dough I had left over, and I was playing with it while I was sitting here talking to you, right? So I'm just playing with it. It's actually kind of therapeutic. We won't tell nobody. And so while I was playing with it, I'm like, this looks like one of those little toasters, those toaster strudels. There it is, the toaster strudels, right? This almost looks like the toaster strudel. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I bet you I actually took my my paring knife and slit it. I closed the slit up, but you can see I slit it just to see if it would make a pocket. It made a pocket. And then, of course, me. I'm looking over here. I'm looking at the dough. I'm looking over here, looking at the dough, looking over here, looking at the dough, saying, It looks like this needs to be in here. I'm just saying. Oh, good Lord. Betty, please check your emails. Okay. Well, I can't. Let me go grab my other phone. Sorry. My britches, it's funny because my britches are so big. These are I wore these the other day, and my best friend said, can you get any baggier of a britch? And I'm like, are they really that baggy on me? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, they're comfy. I like baggy, right? I got a bag for days. All right, let's see what we got going on in the emails. Oh, wow, we got a lot of emails. Breaking. All right, McLovin. Breaking news. There you are. 2 young girls missing after mother oh! Guys, we got some breaking news coming out right now. From McLovin. 2 young girls, man sought for questioning after mother found brutally murdered. This is in Louisiana. LaRanger. Is Susiana in the chat? Susiana, if somebody might want to reach out to Susiana and see what's going on or how far that is. She might want to post. Authorities are searching for 2 children after finding their mother dead in LaRanger early Thursday, June 13th morning. According to guys, you guys have to bear with me. I didn't read this or look up how to pronounce these parishes. So it sounds like it's Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office, possibly. 35-year-old Kaylee Brunette was missing for over 24 hours before being found brutally murdered in her home at 56044 North Cooper Road. Her death is being investigated as a homicide. Her 2 small children, 6-year-old Jaylee and 3-year-old Aaron, are unaccounted for, Sheriff Daniel Edwards says at 10:34 press release. I'm not liking this. Aaron is described as being approximately 3 feet tall and weighs 32 pounds. Jaylee is described as being 4 feet tall, weighing 58 pounds. It's unknown what clothing the kids are wearing. Louisiana State Police say the kids were abducted before 8 a.m., issuing an Amber Alert today, just a couple hours ago at 2:28 p.m. In the alert, LSP says unknown white male is wanted for questioning in a domestic violence incident that occurred at the time of the abduction, resulting in Brunette's death. It is unclear what the man's relation is to the victim or the children is. This is hard. Okay, guys, so this is them. Let me blow this up. There's the kids. I need you guys to be on the lookout. There's the car. If you guys are in Louisiana or surrounding states and you see this car, this children, I got to find the suspect. They didn't put a suspect photo on here, which is really, really bad when you're looking for an armed guy or somebody that unalived a woman. I don't see any photo of this douche. But here's the crap car. It's got Louisiana license plate. 859, G is in girl, M is in Mary, L is in Larry. It's a 2012 Chrysler 200. It looks like it is a Hot Mess Express car. It doesn't look like it's in great condition. It looks like the roof is missing some. It looks like the clear coat's coming off on the roof. It's got a spare tire looking. It looks like a beat up car. It looks like a like it's not like these people, looks like an older car that's not well cared for. If you do see this person, this car, or anything, you're asked not to approach. Never ever approach. If you see a suspect on any of my channels and you see them, the only thing I want you to ever do is get yourself in a safe place and call 911. Don't ever approach anybody that could be deemed a suspect or a person of interest that you see on my show, ever. Don't go up there and ask them for time. Don't look at them. If you think it's them, the best thing that you can do is call law enforcement. Let them check it out. Because most of the people that we cover on here have nothing to lose. And you are in their way and in their space of nothing to lose. So Sheriff Edwards says Burnett was reported missing Tuesday, but because her car was not at her home, her family did not believe she was home. Thursday morning, her father made entry into her home and discovered her body and her children missing. The manner of Burnett, that's got to be awful for a father to have to see. Good Lord. Y'all pray for that father. That is definitely something that a father should not have to see. The manner of Burnett's death was not disclosed, but Sheriff Edwards said there was blood everywhere. It was a violent scene, a very violent scene. Sheriff Edwards asked anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of the children or the vehicle to contact Lieutenant Jacob Schwebel at 985-902-2037 or Crime Stoppers. And if you wish to remain anonymous, you can do so on their anonymous tip line at 1-800-554-5245. Again, that anonymous tip line is 1-800-554-5245. I don't have a picture of the man, which I wish they would have given us a picture of the man that we're on the hunt for. But here we can listen to at least some of the commentary.
For two missing children from Loranger while investigating a homicide. Tan Trong is live in Loranger with the latest.
Olivia, we just arrived here in the 36,000 block of North Cooper Road in Loranger. And right now, they also pulled in just a short while ago the Homeland Security Incident Command Center here in Tangipahoa Parish. The priority right now is finding the two missing girls that you mentioned at the top here. Take a look at your screen. These are the girls that they're trying to find right now. 6-year-old Jaylee and 4-year-old Aaron. According to the Sheriff's Office, the two little girls are the daughters of Callie Brunette. That is the home in which we're standing in front of right now. Tangipahoa deputies found her dead this morning in her home in the 36,000 block of North Cooper Road in Loranger. She had been missing for more than a day. There's been very little information about how she died and the circumstances surrounding it. But the Sheriff's Office described their investigation into her death as a homicide when they put out the notice about the missing girls. Again, let's go back to the pictures of the girls. These are her daughters. 6-year-old Jaylee and 4-year-old Aaron are missing at this hour. Anyone with information about where they could be should call 911 or this number, 1-800-554-5245. That's the Anonymous Crime Stoppers hotlines. So if you come back here live here, over my shoulder here, there's a group of detectives and investigators from the Tangipahoa Sheriff's deputies. Right now they're gathering, trying to get information. We're assuming about the homicide that took place in and around this area. Again, Callie Brunette was found dead in this home this morning, and right now they're trying to find the location of her two daughters, 6-year-old Jaylee and 4-year-old Aaron. There are a lot of questions surrounding how she died, the circumstances surrounding it. Right now, they're also searching for, and if you can put up this picture, I'm talking to the folks back at the station here. Take a look at your screen again. They're also trying to find a car. This is Callie Brunette's car. It's a 2012 Chrysler 200 with Louisiana plates, 859GML. There was a post from the Tangipahoa Sheriff's Office on their Facebook a little while ago saying they're trying to work to get an Amber Alert up and running for the two girls that are missing right now. Again, this home right here, this morning, investigators found Callie Brunette dead inside her home. She had been missing for more than 24 hours. Again, we're unsure about the circumstances and the motives behind this homicide, but they're treating this investigation as a homicide. Her two daughters are missing at this hour, and this right now is the priority for them, is to find those two missing girls. Live from Loranger, Tan Trong, Fox 8, Local First.
Okay, so there's an idea of what's going on there. You can see they've got, detectives out there And then we have another, looks like another video about this. So let's listen to this one. Wow, they're going to give us a commercial first. Hold on.
He's going right now. Just stand by.
All right. And Chief Jimmy Travis, if you could talk about what happened.
Okay, this morning, approximately 8 a.m., the victim's father discovered her body in the mobile home behind me.
Oh, sorry, guys.
A 4-year-old and 6-year-old child, along with the car, is missing. She was actually reported missing by her parents last night. At that time, deputies started searching through her phone, different things like that, trying to locate her whereabouts. No one, including her parents, believed that her body was still in the house. They thought that she didn't come home. It might have been someplace out Bolos, trying to do phone pings on her phone and all that stuff to get a location of her. This morning,
Can you guys hear this? I don't see anything moving.
Locked mobile home and found his deceased daughter on the bedroom floor, unable to find her 4-year-old and 6-year-old child, and her car's missing.
Hopefully you guys can hear that.
Just went out.
It froze on my end.
Just moments ago, we sent out photos to the media and stuff of the 2 children, along with a picture of the actual picture of the car. State Police Crime Lab is here working the crime scene. State Police is helping. FBI.
Screen is blank.
You're looking at in terms of who may have been the suspect in the murder or who may have taken the children.
Do not have a known suspect that we can release a name or anything at this time. You know, any kind of hard facts or anything like that. So.
Yeah, that's what they always say. It's hard to listen to these because they're in a criminal investigation and they got to be careful with what they say. Sorry, my nose is starting to bother me a little bit. But it sounds like a woman is deceased and her 2 beautiful children are God knows where. And it looked like a pretty violent scene there. So, you know, when children are, because, you know, our experience with these types of scenes and, you know, the children being recovered, you know, the last one we had was the lady down in Hillsborough, and her son was found in a gator's mouth. You know, we saw the one in Michigan, you know, that, what was his name? Tyrese? I can't remember his name, in Michigan. And, you know, that little girl, I remember her name was Smith, something Smith. I can't remember. Winter Smith, that was it. Winter Smith. It was Winter, Little Winter. That's it. That was her name, Winter Smith. And he took a phone cord, and she was found in a alley. Little beautiful girl. She was so gorgeous. She was so gorgeous. It was so heartbreaking. Just a beautiful little angel. So, you know, it's, these types of cases are never good. You know, I'm very, very concerned about these young girls. So, guys, pass that around. If you guys can, go back to my video and just clip that portion of it, this live, and you guys can take that and create whatever you need to create with it, but get that information out about these 2 girls. That's just really sad. If anybody's in Louisiana, in LaRange, please get out there and start covering this, or get the phones on there. Even if you don't do this typically, if you're in that area, get us some eyes out there on the scene. That would be really great, so we can see what's going on. If you need help, or you need to know what to ask, or you need to know who to talk to, you can always reach out to me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Give me your number, and I'm happy to walk you through whatever you need to be walked through while you're out there in the field. But if somebody's out there and would like to get social media's eyes on the ground, that would be great. That would be really, really great. All right, guys, I got to go get my my pot pie over to my neighbor. Thank you for hanging out with me in my messy kitchen, doing my life and my messy life, right? The normal life of many of the people that watch me. I'm just the same. I live life just the same. I put my pants on one leg at a time. And I think that really is what makes our audience love the creators, is we spend some time with you. You guys get to know us. We become a family, you know. And so I really do love that. All right, guys, take care. God bless, and we'll see you soon.